Hi everyone, Gary here. I want to make a video that deals with proactive and positive instruction when you're driving to the site of a manoeuvre. What you need to remember about this is that you don't know this pupil, you've not taught this pupil. So the stage that they're at, the standard that they're at, is a bit of an unknown quantity to you. When you do a recap, you might find out that they've done general junctions and they feel okay with everything, but you've not seen them drive yet, so you don't really know how they're going to do it and whether it's going to be good, bad or indifferent. So to keep control of that and not to be too retrospective but be proactive and in front of the pupil, you would need to use a prompted technique more than anything on the way to the site, so that you could then find out what they were thinking of doing. If it was correct, you could just praise it. If it's not correct, you can guide it and help them to get it right. You also can't assume that they will have dealt with everything that they're going to come across on the way. So you might have to ask, if they came across a roundabout, have you dealt with roundabouts before? And if they haven't, then you would guide it. If they have, you could prompt it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a demonstration of what I would do if I was taking a pupil to the site of a manoeuvre. So I'll imagine that we've done the cockpit drill, everything's okay with that, and we're going to set off. But I'm not going to assume anything, I'm going to be prompting the pupil throughout. Hope this helps. Okay, so the cockpit drill is done. I'll just adjust the seat a little. I'm going to imagine that you've asked about what they can see in the mirrors and everything sounds okay with that. But the next thing they're going to do is start the engine. So before they start the engine, there could be all kinds of faults that they give you. I would ask what 2 checks are you going to make, or what precautions you're going to take before you start the engine. So I would say, okay, what are you going to check before you start the engine? Oh yeah, check the handbrake's on and it's in neutral. Okay, well done. Now they can give you the wrong answer to that. They can say neutral handbrake, which is the correct 2 things but in the wrong order. You would then have to identify that as a fault and talk about that, see if they understood why it was wrong to do it that way around and the consequences of doing that. Throughout this, I'm going to try and give the correct answers just to make it a little bit easier for myself at the moment and not overcomplicate things. And what you'll find is that on the drive to the site, if you are giving good, positive, proactive instruction, that most of the time you're going to get good answers back, and they're not going to mess around a lot because there isn't enough time to do that on the way to the site, and the subject really is the manoeuvre, although the drive to the site is a part of that lesson. Okay, so we'll carry on from where we just were. We've started the engine, we're going to move off. So I'd say, okay, what routine are you going to use to move off? And hopefully they'll say prepare, observe, move, and I can say okay. And what gradient are we on? Oh, it's a little bit uphill. Right, okay, so what do we need to do to prepare for that? Biting point, yeah, well done. And where are you going to look before we set off? All around. Yeah, good. Is it safe? Do we need a signal? Yeah, I think so, because there's somebody in that car in front. Good, well done. Off we go. Okay, so at the crossroads we're going to turn right. So, start your routine. Yeah, check the mirrors. When are you going to signal? Where should you position? Left to centre. Is it open or closed? Closed. So what gear do you need? First. That's it. Is it clear to go? Yeah. Well done. What's the first thing you do in the new road? Oh, check the mirrors. So just check your mirror and ease off the gas a little bit because there's a car coming there. That's good, well done. I've got quite a lot of hazards down this road, so you're going to stay in this position. Yeah. Okay, good. End of the road, we're going to be turning left. So when would you start your routine for that? Check the mirrors, yeah. And when would you signal? Not yet, because there's a road there. Good. Can you see any other roads? Yeah, there's a one there. Okay. So when would you signal? Oh, about now. Right, good. Is it open or closed? Closed. Okay, good. So what are you going to do at the end? Stop and go into first. Yeah. It's a bit busy, isn't it? Do you think we need a handbrake? Yeah. Can you see any gaps coming up? Not really. Okay. So, what about after this green car? Is there a gap after that? Yeah. Is it clear on your left? Yeah. And what about this crossing? Is that clear? Yeah, that's alright. Have you dealt with this mini roundabout before? Yeah, just a couple of times. Okay. Is it clear? Yeah. done. Yes, that's a nice speed. Just maintain that speed as we go up the hill. There's a few hazards that guy might pull out. So what do you do if you see somebody? Oh, check them down. Yeah. And then at the roundabout, let's turn left. So start your routine again. Yeah, good. When are we going to signal? About now. Yeah, well done. Which gear are we going to be in when you arrive at this round? Second, I think it's clear. Yeah, good. Second, I'm going to check in the new road. Okay, that's a good speeding position, just maintain that. If you're looking well ahead, can you see the traffic lights down there? Yeah, okay. You dealt with traffic lights before? Yeah, just a couple. Yeah. Right, so when we get to those, we're going to turn right. So you start that routine again. That's it, good. Just start gently braking because we're going a bit fast. That's it, good. Now, when would you signal on this one? After that junction. Yeah, well done. What gear are you going to need now? Second. Okay, so what about that signal over here? I think the lights will stay on red. On green, sorry. Yeah, I think so. Well, we should always anticipate they might not. So we're ready for that change. So where are you going to check at the junction? Right. And then we're going to take the next left. Can you see that where that is? Yeah. Okay. So start your routine again. Yep. Which gear will this be? Second. Yeah, good. Is it safe to turn? Yeah. And then pull up somewhere safe on the left. Do we need a signal for that? Don't think so. No, good. Well done, secure it. And relax. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what you might do. Not perfect by any means, but just an idea of how you can use prompted instruction to find out what the pupil is going to do before they do it, assuming that they will have done various things before, like junctions, so they'll know the routines for that, and you'll establish that before you set off. And anything that you're not too sure that they've dealt with before, you can just ask, have you dealt with roundabouts, have you dealt with traffic lights, and they'll say yes or no. You can then decide what level of instruction to use. I'll make a few more videos like this on this technique so that you get a clearer picture of it, but I hope that's helped. See you next time.